All right, so today is January 19. Market has pushed to all-time highs, and our anticipation coming in today was pure long. So anytime I have pure long conditions, I'm just looking for a few things. I'm looking to see, where is a range that we could balance within price, take out some measure of liquidity, and then run price up. So we had this 1 hour and 15 minute. Here, let me flip this one to the 15 minutes so you can see them side by side. We had a 1 hour and 15 minute fair value gap right here between that candle's wick and this candle. So seeing equal highs up top. This is, where's that major line? I have this thick line right here is all-time high. So whenever, or this one, this dotted thick line. So right above all-time high, takes out sell side off of this retracement leg, taps into another smaller 15-minute FVG in here, wicks back, we get candle close. So this is market open 6:30, and then 6:15, 6:45, and then 7 a.m. starts accelerating to the upside. So just coming in, I was a little late today. My phone just didn't get any charge, but regardless of the fact, I showed up on time. I had a 5-minute FVG marked out in here that was critical if it was going to stay short. So I was watching these candles on the right side over here because I have left leg. This is the left leg. This is the right leg liquidity sweep. I don't want to get caught up in a move that starts retracing against my runners off the week. So what I wanted to wait for is some sort of candle close on this side with equal lows left behind. So we have equal lows, equal highs. Which one is going to get taken out depends on how this gap plays out over here. So just looking at these candles more in depth in this area, I have one candle that goes up that does not close above the FVG. I have another candle that drops off that rebalances that entire range and the 15-minute FVG. I have another candle that breaks out of the FVG, so I'm already anticipating that from this point, if we can use this to long again, then this thing is going to start running up. So let's go back to our position from the AM session. Our position from the AM session was called out right here where I said I'm buying this here. This is my stop loss, and this is my first take profit. Marked out the first take profit over here, this line that I have drawn out, which was equal highs left behind from the market. I see that we dropped down, and since we dropped down over here, I want you to notice. So this candle is right here. Let me zoom in on this. This candle is right here. So this next acceleration up is the 5-minute candle that closes above the inversion. Now I'm waiting to see if they could drop it back down into there to run it back up. So when I see this formation down here, candles are getting weaker to the sell side. The way they dropped this candle, they got people to think that it was going to go short. We've balanced everything in here on the left-hand side. We have this wick up top that we could potentially run out. As soon as I saw this candle go up, I put on my entry and I called it out for the team. The way this candle closed and the way the next candle opened, people got entered anywhere in this range right here, and I called the original stop loss to be below this candle's low. So it was down right here. So once I see it accelerate, this candle dropped down and then boom, whipped back up. This candle. Another thing that I had noted was the 50% of the range, which is this line right here. So 50% of the range matched up with the FVGs that we have marked out. 5-minute candle closed above, retraced back into the FVG. Minor liquidity grab off of the 1-minute time frame, cannot break the OB on the setup. So I'm anticipating purebred longs. I said this is my trade of the day. Entered the position. Trade runs in our favor. Hits take profit 1 up here, over here. I called out a partial for the team for 50 handles, telling them don't let your 50 handles go to waste. I told them to roll stops to BE. And at that point, we get another acceleration to the upside, drop down into, where is that 15-minute? This FVG that's newly created from this wick to this wick. That's a 15-minute FVG. I marked that out for the team. I talked about how this was a decision-making point because if a candle dropped down over here to attack these lows, we have an inefficiency left behind in price, then they're going to chase our entries. So just wait for the decision to be made here and make your move based off of that. We get a candle closing up, another last tick spot, runs up, retraces, taps into that FVG that it left behind on the decision candle, runs up from there, and then you know it's going to be a long all day. Understanding how to mark out the opening range, standard deviations, understanding how to take partials off of the standard deviations. So this leg, when it went to a standard deviation, this all held standard deviation 2 as support, anticipating for it to accelerate up to third standard deviation. Another partial called right here, and another partial called at the fourth standard deviation that we saw shortly after up here. Looking at the candles that painted on the 15 minutes, strong bull long side off of all-time highs. So we had this move up. Now in total, our trade ran a 1 to 15. But full anticipation of the market longs this week. We attempted a few different days. Managing risk was an important factor on a week like this week. We went through how to manage risk. We went through different scenarios of students and psychology and playing the game on their own personal end in the correct way. So we have students that are on funded accounts, we have students that are on live accounts, we have students that are just learning. If you're somebody that's learning, just understand that you're learning, and it's going to take time for you to get to the level where you're clicking trades and holding it for long periods of time and making good money off of it. You're in the learning phase of it. So to my new traders, I advise you to stay patient with the charts and with yourself. Don't be surprised if you blow an account. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's done it and everyone will do it. But how well you manage your risk and the preservation of capital is what's going to make you profitable in the long term. So with everything that's been said and talked about this week, I hope everyone took something away. If you're on a funded account and you passed this week, congratulations. If you made some live money on a funded account or on your live account, congratulations. You outperformed the entire industry. You are beating 99.9% of individuals that are out there. But in short, everything has to be right. And everything has to be controlled. And you can't have FOMO, even though you're anticipating the market to rally above all-time highs. You have to understand how to play the game, how to manage your risk, how to think about life, all in all. To Team Elite, I'll see you guys on Sunday at 11:30. And yeah, if anyone has any questions, you guys are more than welcome to reach out to me or Eric at any point, and we'll help you guys to the best of our ability. So on that note, I'm going to wrap up this market review, and I'll see you guys on the new week.